Yes, guys, and welcome back to our Arsenal transfer news update video. This is where I keep you updated with all the latest Arsenal transfer news and rumours across Arsenal. Today, we're going to do it slightly different. Usually I talk about one player, but today we'll talk about multiple players that have been linked to move to Arsenal, and also players who are going out of Arsenal as well for this January window, and as well as a little bit about the summer. So, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's get right into it. Right, so let's start off with our first player then, and that is Raphinha, of course, currently at Barcelona. Did originally play for Leeds United in the Premier League, last season, and we actually wanted him last season as well. It was asked Chelsea, and then in the end he went to Barcelona. Once again, January's come around, and we are targeting him again. However, this is the talk coming out that Raphinha loves Barcelona. He wants to stay for now. That at least, I mean, we're most likely to get this deal done in the summer. There's no real way that we're going to get this guy in this January window, and we have to wait till summer. This will be a summer deal. As I said before, I do think clubs will be coming back in for him, even like Chelsea, because they were linked with him, missed out of him last season. Barcelona took him. We were also linked with him as well. But at the moment, the talk is with Raphinha that the player wants to stay at the club, and he wants to, fight for his place, and he wants to. Because he loves Barcelona, and it doesn't look like he's going to go. He doesn't want to move at all, and it doesn't really look like Barcelona will be willing to sell him for this January. So this one will probably be in the summer. As I say, my thoughts on Raphinha are simple: get the guy in right now. Simple as that. That's all I've got to say. Raphinha is a baller. Get this guy in right now. In terms of the price tag, I don't really know how much the price tag would be. I presume it is probably around 50 million for Raphinha, something like that. Has it really worked out at Barcelona? I don't know. I mean, the game to watch him. Look, I watched him in the World Cup a lot. I watched him in when I watched Barcelona a few times, and he did look really, really good. But coming back to Premier League, of course, he's already played a Premier League experience. I mean, I've watched him live when we played against Leeds United in the when I also played Leeds last season, right? And I watched him, and look, he's skillful. He's quick. And for me, he can bag goals here and there. For me, I'll definitely take the guy. So this one will be more to the summer, I think, if we want any chance of getting this guy done. I'm going to talk about an outgoing now, and that is Cedric Suarez on his way to Fulham this January by the looks of it. And this one's quite interesting because obviously Cedric came on a free transfer in 2020. Arteta signed him on a free transfer from Southampton, and I was like, you know what, that's a decent signing for our squad depth. He ain't going to play week in, week out, and he hasn't really played week in, week out at Arsenal, has he? So, and the fact that he's going to Fulham, I think that'll be a really good move for Cedric, because he'll definitely get into their first team squad more often than he does, of course, for Arsenal. I think it'd be a very, very good move for Cedric, and I think it's time to sell Cedric. I do think we've got two good players there already in that right back position who can play right back. Of course, Ben White is our first choice. If he gets injured, we'd have Tomiyasu. Maybe we can go and buy one other right back if we really desperately need another right back. But I think for now we're good. So Cedric to Fulham, you know what? I think it's time to say goodbye to Cedric. He's done decent in his first season, I would say. There's a few times where I think, he's very hit and miss. Sometimes he has a very, very good game. Then the next time he has a very, very poor game, and he's just not good enough. So I just think it's time to move on with Cedric. I think it'll be a perfect move for him. I do think he'll prefer this move as well, going all the way to Fulham. I think he'll probably just about get into their squad and play, as I said, more often than he does for Arsenal. So yeah, looking like Cedric could be on his way out to Fulham. Next player to talk about is Moussa Diaby, of course, from Bayer Leverkusen. And yes, Moussa Diaby has been heavily linked with Arsenal these past coming days, and yeah, as I said, placed by Leverkusen. I'm pretty sure he got into the French squad as well for the World Cup, if I remember. He might not have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear he was in that squad for the World Cup. I don't think he was, but anyway, yeah, Moussa Diaby, of course, does play for Bayer Leverkusen over there in Bundesliga. Actually, is one of their most important players. If you take the statistics and look at the stats, he's got 84 goal contributions in 146 matches. 146 matches. That is not bad at all. And for me, a player that I would definitely take at Arsenal, 100%. We should sign him. However, there's a big however, guys, because the guy's not cheap at all. Yeah, let's just say the least. I mean, there's not really a proper price tag set yet, because we haven't obviously started talks with Bayer Leverkusen or the player. I do think that, and people are saying that he's not going to become cheap. He's not going to be a cheap option. He's going to cost quite a lot of money, and I don't really blame that, because although I don't watch Bayer Leverkusen, I've be honest, I've never seen the guy play in my life. I'm basing this off stats, and the stats do say he's got 84 goal contributions in 146 matches. So whatever you want to take about that. I think we have to wait and see if this will get done. I don't see it really happening in January, if I'm being honest, because we are coming to the end already, and there's not any like advanced talks happening, all that stuff. Of course, if anything can happen and anything can change, but at the moment there's not really any advanced talks with Moussa Diaby and Bayer Leverkusen. We're just proposing interest at the moment for the player. That is the news about Moussa Diaby. So let me know, guys, if you have watched the guy. Would you like him at Arsenal? Would you take him at Arsenal? So finally, the player we talked about to end off this transfer news video is Raphinha Leao, of course, from AC Milan. Is Portuguese as well, and yeah, this guy is not it's not going to be easy to get this guy, and he's going to be very expensive for sure. But this is a guy I have watched. Yeah, I don't have to base my stats off this guy, but I've watched him live. I watched him in the World Cup. Superb. I watched a bit of Serie A as well, especially AC Milan as well. Look, the guy's world class, simple as that. And of course, he's already a champion of Serie A for AC Milan last season. So yeah, look, the guy for me, world class, Raphinha Leao. Again, though, guys, I do not see this happening in January. I hate to say it, I don't see it happening in January. It's going to pull off a madness if Arsenal Football Club, Edu and all that, pull this off and pay the money for this guy, because he's of course he's going to be worth so much. But this is a guy I've watched, and I'll definitely take that risk and pay for the guy, because I've watched the guy enough to know that he'll come into our team, and that will definitely improve our attack that for me will be our attack set for the rest of the season, and that player can elevate us to the Premier League title, can elevate us to the Champions League. He's got that quite type of caliber about the guy. So yeah, look, Raphinha Leao, of course, Arsenal are targeting. He's one of our targets, but what I will say about this is he's more on the expensive side of the target. Of course, we're going to try and get, I guess, cheaper alternatives, but for me, I think we should go and get Leao. Let me know your thoughts about Leao, guys, down below. And yeah, that's the end of Arsenal transfer news daily today. Of course, I'm uploading every single day. It's going really well at the moment. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to do smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. And I'll see you guys for another video very, very soon. Bye for now. Ciao.